Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. Thanks so much for joining me. I've got Anthony from the Sound
What's up,
Exchange.
everybody?
We're going to do another discussion topic here. This one on controversial album covers. And boy, do we have a lot of those, right?
Yes.
Now, my thing is, you know, both of us, we don't care. You get your tits out or do something.
It's fine.
It's fine. We don't have an issue with that. But
And it's not even a sexual thing. Not that
Yeah.
we like looking at it. It's just
it's
the
on there,
art's
it's on
the
there.
art.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. But I have noticed as I've gotten a little older, I'm 46, you know, I question that. And I can see it from the perspective of what is that image telling people? And what does it tell maybe somebody younger who doesn't have the life knowledge that we have?
Is it just because we become more conservative as the years have passed? We're like, well,
I like to think I haven't.
I like to think I haven't, but I think it's something that just happens.
It might be. And so I think we can look at these and look at it both in that sense of the music aspect and that, you know, we don't give a fuck about it kind of a thing. It is art. But at the same time, sort of look at it with that critical eye and say, is this really the right thing or not? So,
or have we become cynical? Because let's go back to the Pretty Reckless cover. We look at the Pretty Reckless cover and we're like, what are you doing?
Right.
Tell us why. I need to know why you're nude. But then you look at the Blind Faith cover and it doesn't strike me as a nude person on the cover. It's just the cover of the album. Maybe it's because of the time it was released.
Yeah, well,
maybe it's
1969. They had permission from the mother. The girl that's on here is a teenage girl, young teenager. I think she's like 13, so that's why I'm actually blocking it out here because YouTube actually won't let me show it. But it is not actually considered child pornography. Child pornography is only when they are in a sexual act. So
wow. There's actually a definition for it.
There's a
Holy
definition
shit.
for it. So this is not considered that yet. People sort of take the idea of child pornography at its most simple or basic statement and then consider anything like that wrong.
You can run the Nirvana route too. We didn't grab that.
Yes.
Nevermind. It
had a lawsuit on
a
it
penis.
for a while. It has been rejected by the courts, but they tried to sue the person that is that baby is grown up and decided to sue.
He's an asshole for that. He's just trying to.
Well, he has a tattoo of the baby on himself.
He is an asshole.
Right. At different times, he has promoted it, loved it, you know, taken from it, and then he tried now at the 30th anniversary to sue over it and calling it child pornography.
I see that. I just see the statement of that cover.
Right.
You know, it's like
it's just a baby in the water.
There just happens to be a penis.
Right. It's a baby though.
It's a baby floating in the water chasing a dollar bill on a hook. Holy shit.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, when somebody brought that up later down the road, I couldn't believe
that.
That
was Steve.
something
Thank you, buddy.
That I had never seen, or not seen, and had never thought of in it. And I think that's the case with a lot of this is these things that we find out later on, or somebody brings up and starts saying it's this, and they want to ban it kind of a thing. Most kids will say, well, I never even thought of it that way.
They don't think of it that way until you present it to them. Not that it shouldn't be presented, but are you forcing your case?
But by then presenting it, then you are now opening them up to exactly what you didn't want them to think about or know. So I think it's this catch-22 on it. It's like I understand the people that say this isn't right, shouldn't be seen, let's cover it up, whatever. But at the same time, you're making more out of something that doesn't need to be made.
Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
We didn't grab that one either.
Right.
But they censored that cover. It was a claymation of a dude and two women around him, and his genitalia was covered, pubic hair hanging out.
Right.
They didn't like
clay. But they didn't like the pubic hair on it.
Yeah, so they covered it with a plain white cover.
Same thing with Nothing Shocking.
But they never covered Nothing Shocking. Oh, it was. I think that was that the limited slipcase?
Yeah, that went over.
Was that because of?
I think it came afterwards.
After.
Nobody cared because Jane's Addiction was too small until.
And then it was one person sat there and jumped on a giant white horse and rode that shit into the sunset, screaming blasphemy.
Right.
Well, nobody on our end is screaming blasphemy back. Let art stand for art.
Well, exactly. I mean, we're not covering up pieces of art that are in the Louvre or the Metropolitan Museum.
No, that nipple's okay.
Right. You can have that, but you just can't put it on a record cover.
Yeah, I guess the same goes for movies. I didn't watching Rambo as a kid. I never wanted to run out and shoot people.
Right. You can be naked riding a horse if you're Beyonce.
But can you? Yeah, there's.
But if you're.
But can you be Rob Zombie's wife?
Right.
Naked on a cover in the U.S.
Right. Apparently not.
No, because.
Right. So let's hold up. This is the UK edition. and you have the U.S. edition with the cat head. So
Yeah.
why? It's a butt, and we don't even know if she's not wearing underwear. It could just be a thong under there.
Yeah.
Right? But somebody's decided you can't have that, and it becomes this. It's kind of crazy, right?
It's the same. It's like there's music today where you're shitting on, like, lyrically.
Right.
Oh, you can't say, you need a parental advisory sticker on that, but then you have wet ass pussy.
Yeah, right.
It's one of the biggest songs in the world. Parents sing it with their kids.
Yeah.
And, because, Guns N' Roses said fuck.
Right.
Censor.
Yep.
Parental advisory sticker. It's a double standard.
I think it is. It's I find when a woman does it, puts herself on the cover and so forth, it's considered empowerment.
Yes.
When a male band puts a woman on the cover, naked or in whatever layout or whatever, then it's considered somehow derogatory.
Yeah.
And
it's not. I don't. Yeah. There's people out there that mean it derogatory, but I don't take. I don't take it that way. So I guess take it the way you want to take it.
Right. So let's. I've got the Kiss shirt on here for Destroyer, and this was one of those ones. So the original album art that we've all seen with the buildings burning in the background, they decided was too horrific. I don't know, too violent to be done, and so it was edited down to this, just flames cutting out all the buildings and everything that's in it. And it's like, is that really sending any sort of message more than what this does? I mean, it's comic book. It's not even real.
Thank you.
Right? So there's that. We all know the famous Guns N' Roses one. This is the CD club version, which they did that.
I think somebody just asked us about this the other day too.
Right. They were looking
for
that. Right. Yeah. But of course, the inside of this, we all know what the original vinyl was, the Robert Williams art, which they titled, or somebody now calls a rape scene, but it was
Appetite for Destruction. When I was a kid, I never looked at that as rape.
Not at all.
Somebody else said rape, and I still don't see it as rape. But dude,
I saw it as, and you described it pretty well. You were like, this Robert robot beats up this girl, takes her little toy robots, and this one comes to save her.
Yes.
That's how I saw that. I was like, nah, man, he's not getting away with it, and this one's coming to save her.
And that bigger robot is going to eat the smaller robot for beating up the poor... Actually, that's not even a robot. It's an alien.
Or an alien. No, it's
alien robot. The bigger thing is going to eat the little robot for beating up a woman.
Yeah.
So if anything... That's what I got out of it. I'm like, be the fucking hero.
I thought she was being saved.
Just be cool. Yeah, man.
Right.
But no, somebody turned it into, that's no good because there's rape.
That's what they said.
I don't see any rape.
Right. I'm curious actually whether Robert Williams, the artist, intended it as such.
I wonder. Is he alive, and can we reach out to him and find out?
I think he still is. We should find out.
We need to find out.
Yeah. All right, then we've got another one, Black Rose Morica. And this one actually came from a Hustler picture. So it's a real thing, taken, put on here. I don't know if it was the first time that pubic hair was shown or not, but they used it for the album cover and it immediately got censored.
Yes. Came out with a plain black cover. They never did that to the LP because the LP was a limited quantity.
Yep.
But the CD, you got a plain black cover, mainly for the Walmarts and all that.
Right. And that was a place that did the most of that sort of stuff, the big box stores, the Walmarts, Sam's Clubs, all that sort of stuff that didn't want this stuff in there. And if you wanted to sell it, big volume of your product, you had to censor it.
Yeah.
And I think they started a lot of that sort of stuff.
Now, so talking on just like a I don't know, my level. Mm-hmm. So when this came out, this was 1994.
Right.
I love the Black Rose. When I saw this, it was also fucking sexy.
Yeah, right.
Now, it didn't sell the record to me because I already loved the Crows. I was buying this record regardless of what the cover was, and it's an awesome album. But I saw this, I'm like, I was also a kid. I was a teenager. I was just starting to sprout my wings.
Sure.
And I'm like, fucking pubes.
Right?
And and I know that's not it's just the way your mind works.
Sure. And I'm sure it sold an extra few 100,000 copies because
that didn't push me to buy it.
I was buying it first of all because
push me to be
a
jerk or a.
It didn't change you.
It didn't change me, but
I guess that's the thing too. Is that I mean, buying these things, having these things, growing up with them, are they changing you? And I
the
say
music's what's changing me.
Yeah,
the album is what's changing me.
Right, but the art is not.
No, the beauty and the lyrics change me. Descending.
In fact, it's usually the experience of having to argue that with a parent or someone about why you should have it or why it's not what it is that ends up sticking with me more than anything else.
Yeah.
Again, it's that negative aspect. And if people weren't pushing their ideals on these album covers, you wouldn't have that. I wouldn't be sitting there thinking that about Guns N' Roses or the Blind Faith. I didn't look at the Blind Faith cover ever until someone pointed that out and said, "Oh, you know she's underage. That's child pornography."
I didn't even see it as nudity. I just saw. I just saw the cover. I heard the songs. I bought the record because I liked it, and then it
was just supposed to show innocence. That's why it was taken. You know. Then we go on to things like Slayer, right, or other death metal. I mean, they're not death metal, but bands like that. So this piece is what it came covered with, but the album itself, you know, has, whether it's supposed to be, I think, a Bible, right,
nails going through it,
and it's got nails going through it, Slayer inscribed on it, and they couldn't have that. They didn't want to change the art, so they just put this over it. Okay, that's fine, but it's like, is that really that controversial? I mean, to a Christian, maybe,
but to Karen, it is.
Yeah.
To somebody, it is.
To Karen. Took me a minute to put that together, right?
To somebody, I guess it is controversial.
Right.
And nobody wants to offend.
Sorry
Some
to
people
all the
want
Karens out there in the world.
Yeah, I mean that.
What's the equivalent for the guy? Is there a guy that...
I think there's Jeffries or Steve's.
Steve's
or some of them. Anthony's, Brendan's.
Yeah, right. We're
maybe
part of
Ted's.
that.
I don't know. Ted, what was it? Jeffrey?
Jeffrey. Okay, good. At least it's not our names.
No.
All right. Lynyrd Skynyrd, Street Survivors album. This is the original art that was intended with the flames and everything, but plane crash. And they decided it wasn't in the best interest to do that. Maybe not...
not tasteful for the families, they felt. That's cool.
But they chose to do it.
Yes.
And I kind of like it.
It's nothing forced upon them.
It's all in shadow. It's in black now. And this is sort of like more in mourning. Right? Yeah. It's like, you know, you go to the funeral, you wear black. But I like that they chose to censor. They chose to do that themselves as opposed to
being
forced into that sort of stuff. We've got a great glam metal band here, Bangalore Choir, featuring frontman David Reese, who sang with Accept after Udo. But U.S. editions, this girl is not on it.
It's so weird.
Right? I mean, it's called On Target. She's on a bomb. Yes, she has cleavage, but does that really need to be censored?
No.
Right?
No.
So some of these I find very questionable in what they are. We've also got a new wave of British heavy metal band, Witchfinder General, Friends of Hell. Can't really see it, but the girls are topless in this. And so it's very small. I mean, now, granted, when this came out originally...
You have a magnifying glass?
Yeah, right. 1983. Well, yeah, but we've talked about that before.
I thought it was just dudes and nurses scantily clad. I didn't realize it was nudity, but now you told me, now I'm going to stare at it.
Right, a 12 by 12. But if you have a 12 by 12 of this in 1983, I just got the CD. We got to remember, some of these were much bigger. I mean, it's the same thing with the Amorica. 12 by 12 version of this.
But even that, I never took that as degrading or shitty to women or anything in general. It's the Black Crowes; they're not like that. And when you love a band, you know that.
It really
so you're
was
not the record buying
the flag and use here the title of this Amorica.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, you want more.
Gluttonous.
Right.
The pigs that we are. That's it.
Maybe that's it.
It resonated with us. The pigs that we are, and. You know, it's not America, it's Amorica. Give me more.
And then we've got some John Lennon ones.
Yes.
Right? So we've got the two virgins that where they're naked and they're in the bag.
Are we allowed to show what's in the bag?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is actually, shit, this is an original sealed copy.
Ah, well, we're not opening it.
Wow, we just had it? Oh, no, this is an original. Okay, this is a repress. So, yeah,
they got excited for a minute.
Like, wait,
wow. Where'd you find that? I know.
Just floating around, Right,
but we know what the cover is. We've all seen that.
You had the frontal and then the back, which... It's John and Yoko, man.
Exactly.
There was nothing premeditated or shitty intention.
Well, there was nothing sexual about it. It was just a picture.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, art, exactly. And that's all they intended it to be. And then we've got this one here. Nothing wrong with the imagery or anything, but it was the title of one of their songs that's on the cover here, which I'm not even going to say because there'd be a whole bunch of backlash, you know, because a white guy says whatever. Yeah. But there you go. You guys can read it. Right? So this has been banned for that reason. It had alternate album art done, and he got a lot of flack for it at the time. So lots of this stuff out there, and is it really worth the hoopla that gets made, and I don't think it is.
If it sells more records, but if it sells records for the wrong reason, is it worth it? I want you to buy it because you like it or because it means something to you and you discovered who I was.
Right.
I don't want you to go out and buy it because of the album cover.
Right.
I'd rather not have that sale.
Exactly. No, I know. You want the real fans who like the music to come in and buy it, and then be excited.
Or maybe
by
at this
the
point in my
album
life, just buy it, give me the money.
Right.
But years ago, when I had a little more standards and morals, actually I have more standards and morals now, but it's just towards the future. Where I guess back then, you weren't thinking about the future.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
That's a whole different topic. Sorry.
Yeah, that's another one we'll have to have. So, in the end of the day, I think it just comes down to the people that are looking at these things to stop and think for themselves, as opposed to
stop and think for yourself,
and
mind your own business.
All the stuff that is coming in and being told to you through Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. It's like, okay, maybe someone is saying that this isn't good. Well, look at it yourself and decide.
What about reading headlines?
Yeah.
People just read a headline, and usually it has nothing to do with the words that are in the article that the headline is above.
Right.
So they quote and they speak their opinion on what that headline says to them, and they have no idea.
Right. And I've clicked into those things because
clickbait. That's the word.
That's exactly what it is. And then you read it and you realize that the headline, the title, really isn't even what it is that they're talking about.
Yeah.
They just use that to get you in, and a lot of people stop right with that. Yeah. And that's kind of the same thing with album art.
Do your research.
People look at album art.
Mind your business. Do your research. Yeah. Know what you're getting into before you get into it.
Yeah. And think
in
for
life
yourself.
and music. Think for yourself.
Yeah, and I think that's the best thing that we can say regarding any of these album covers is, if people are telling you they're bad or they're whatever, it's like, make your own call on it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us here, and we'll be talking to you real soon. Bye-bye.
See you later.